wakey.
Welcome back to I'll Make a Stay Out of You, the podcast where I, Phil, expose Tom to too many things Stray Kids related. How's it going, Tom?
Oh, it's good. It's going great. I love that the choice of wording tonight is expose.
Well, there was some exposure. You saw Ian's legs tonight.
Oh, yeah. And that last video that we watched, well, no, not the last one, but the one before it, where they're just doing like that 1 minute dance routine or whatever. I see a lot of belly button. Saw belly button quite a couple, 3 or 4 times, you know?
Oh, yeah. There's a bit of belly button. Not usually from Minho. Did you happen to see Minho's belly button? I can't recall if I saw it or not, but I'm just curious if you did.
Why?
Okay, well, he has a scar from a surgery when he was younger.
Yeah.
And so he doesn't ever like show his abs.
Okay.
Because of that. So like he doesn't wear like loose fitting clothes that like fly up when he jumps and stuff. He like he generally is pretty well covered. But I think I speak for most of Stay when I say show it to us.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Let us see it.
Let's see it. We don't care.
Yeah.
So what? Anyway, what a weird way to start this episode.
Yeah, maybe we should let's just cut all this and we'll do a new intro.
Oh, sure. Yeah, go ahead. Here, you start this one. Let's see how if you can do it better. Okay.
Hold on. Let me drink some water first.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Oh my Jesus Christ. Why? No. Okay. For real this time. For real this time.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Tom. And this is Phil.
Hey, how you doing? Doing good?
Tonight we're recording episode 19.
Oh, yeah.
Of I'll Make a Stay Out of You, the podcast where my friend Phil...
Me.
Him.
Me.
Introduces me to Stray Kids, a K-pop group based out of Korea.
So that's kind of in the name of K-pop, but sure. Is there a K-pop group based out of Texas? I'm not sure.
Could be. You know what? Let's make one.
Well, you're in Florida,
asked.
Kind of hard to.
I asked somebody at work today if they listened to K-pop because they had mentioned to me that they listen to pop.
I see.
Specifically 80s pop, but I was like, okay, well, let's see if they listen to pop. So I asked them, and they were like, yeah, I listen to K-pop. Like, of course I do. Like that's how I interpreted it. Anyway.
Wow, that's interesting. Stray Kids.
Stray Kids, some Stray Kids. Yeah.
Okay,
but they were like, why are you thinking about becoming a K-pop artist?
K-pop star?
And I was like, you know what? We could, let's form the first K-pop group based out of Texas. Except I'll be in Florida.
Yeah. That'll work really well.
We'll be like that.
That'll go over great.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll be the first K-pop group that is formed and operating out of 2 different states at the same time that is not based out of Korea.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
We'll get right on that.
I think we got to learn Korean first.
I didn't even take the time to go back and watch the 9th episode 1 so I could find out if there was a spoiler for my pace.
That's right.
So sorry about that. If anyone listened to the last episode and got super excited about it, and then I'm not going to have that information. But to be fair, it hasn't been that long since we recorded that episode. So
That's true. We are recording more often than we typically do. In fact, I think we could record tomorrow if you really wanted to.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
We got to keep the schedule. We got to keep it rolling.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I have to play Final Fantasy sometimes, so I don't know.
You know, I got on earlier and I did nothing.
What?
Yeah, like I actually did nothing. I really wanted to, but like everything that I thought of, I was just like, I don't know, just wasn't in the mood for it, So I just ended up just being online for a little while, and then I just closed the game.
Damn, I ran a trial roulette. Earlier this morning after I did a bunch of work, I gave myself a little break to do my level 70 samurai quest, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And now I look like a badass wearing my gear from that set, so that's pretty great.
Okay.
So there's lots of and I went and did my scratch offs at the casino. That was good.
Yeah.
Enjoyed that.
Okay.
Always love that. Yeah. So I don't know. I always have little activities in Final Fantasy to keep me busy, but I do want my goal at this point is to continue the main story quest because I want to get through it. It's really good. So
right,
very engaging. But that's not what this podcast is about.
No,
this is about Stray Kids, and in this episode, we have watched the 9th season 2 episodes 2 and 3.
Yes.
According to these episodes, the 9th is a series about stray kids eating food. So that's cool. I mean, I like food. Food is good.
Yeah.
It also struck me as not odd, but like the types of things that you would pick out while traveling as like this is like the one thing I must do if I'm in another country. Like, it doesn't really come as much of a surprise to me, I think, but like, Ian's dream to do while they were in Japan was he just really wanted to go to a convenience store and buy some instant ramen. And I'm like, okay, you can get instant ramen in Korea. It's there. They have it.
Yeah.
I can get it here. You don't have to go anywhere special to get that. Like, I get, in Japan, the convenience store culture is like, it's like a thing. Like, it's a thing that you go into convenience stores. They have tons of snacks. Everything's like brightly lit and beautiful. And, there's a lot going on. But, I don't know. Still, it seems just like, you couldn't have just let him go to the convenience store? Like, you made it part of the show? Like, he could have just gone. I mean, it was fun. They made it fun. Well, I'll be fair, but and I should say that the reason that they are going is because the older team, which Ian joined this time, won the competition for who took the, I don't know, was it coolest picture, most unique picture?
Something like that. I didn't really understand how they determined.
Yeah, what the judging was.
Right.
They took a picture with a bunch of fans at Tower Records and in various poses, and we learned the step out move by pausing it.
Yeah.
You can step out, thumbs out.
So if you haven't seen it and you want to do it, basically you want to make the rock symbol, which you should know what the rock symbol is, right? It's what you do with your hands, where you stick all your, like, just make a hand and then pull your middle and ring finger in. That's the rock symbol, right?
That's the rock symbol.
Yeah. It means like rock,
Oh, I see what you mean. I was very confused because I'm like, oh man, is this going to be one of those things where like I don't know anything about pro wrestling and like The Rock might like do something?
No, not Dwayne The Rock.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, like rock and roll symbol.
I get it.
Not
All
fucking
right,
Dwayne The Rock Johnson symbol.
It could have been. I don't know. You watch Fast and the Furious. He's in some of those movies, I assume.
He is, yeah.
Okay, so seems like the kind of movie he would be in. Therefore,
I don't know if The Rock has a symbol, but like it might as well be the rock symbol, right?
Yeah. Well, he raises his eyebrow. I know that.
He does do that.
He does.
Yeah. Dwayne, if you're listening, can I call you Dwayne?
I don't think so. He prefers Mr. Rock from you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well,
Mr. Rock,
Mr. The Rock Johnson, do you have a symbol? If so, can you I don't know.
Email it to us.
Email it. Take a picture, email it to us.
At illmakeastaypod@gmail.com, or you could just add us on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'll make a stay
Go
pod
follow.
on Twitter.
Go follow and add us on Twitter with a picture of you making your symbol, Mr.
That'd be great.
Mr. Dr. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Mr. Dr. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
I love you. You're great.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ballers was great. Ballers is a good show.
Oh yeah, Ballers is awesome. Yeah,
it's really good.
One time, I was like, hugging Anna, and she like squeezed with all of her might, and she goes, "The Rock wishes." And
I don't understand.
Like she was exerting so much force that she was like, "The Rock wishes he was as strong as me."
I see. And then you burst your arms out and we're like, "Get off me, woman. You don't got nothing on Dwayne."
No, and then I squeezed her with a minimal amount of effort, and she was like, "Okay, that's enough." Because I'm much stronger than her.
Well, you do some physical activity, I assume.
I pretty frequently, actually, yeah. Like regularly.
Well, I sometimes walk in the backyard and then come back inside. So I think I'm getting a lot of exercise these days.
Yeah. You got to do your gardening,
Yeah, I go out. I go, yep, sure did rain. I guess I don't have to water today. Anyway, going back inside then. And that's what I do. Although I think I need to, if it doesn't rain tomorrow, I need to spray because I got aphids on my pumpkins.
Oh no, not aphids.
I know, and the pumpkins are still, they're still pretty small. Like they're gonna grow a lot more than they are right now. But
all right, hold on, we got way off topic here. So, as I was saying, you make the rock symbol, which is your hand just with all fingers pointing out, and then you pull your middle and your ring finger in. Right, the rock symbol. Everyone knows this. I shouldn't have to explain
out.
it, but just in case, thumb out. Okay, just do it exactly how I'm saying. Take your hand and point all of your phalanges out. That includes your thumb.
I'm going to do it along with so I understand.
I'm doing it along with too. I'm looking at my hand, right? You got all your fingers protruding, right? Now, using the muscles inside of your fingers, pull your middle and your ring finger toward your palm.
Wait a minute. Did you say muscles inside of your fingers?
Wherever these muscles are, use your fucking muscles to pull the pads of your middle and ring finger towards your palm. You are now making the rock symbol.
I can't do it on my left hand.
You don't have to bring it all the way down. You just have to bring it toward it. And then do that on both hands. And with your right hand, all right, so hold it up, palms facing you. Now, with your right hand, turn your wrist 90 degrees. Now, put your hands together so that your index and pinky fingers like wrap around your hand, like the sides of each of your hands.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I think I've got it.
You're making the, I don't know what is it called?
It's like the Stray Kids symbol, but you have to pull them apart rapidly and say step out.
Right. So once you've got this, then you go step out.
Step out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Verse 2.
Yeah. So it was pretty good. The episode in Japan, the first episode in Japan, I thought was, I don't want to say better, but like there was just more going on because they were actually going out and doing activities and stuff rather than just going like, okay, like here we got our Batsu game, where like the people who lost don't get as much money to buy stuff at the convenience store. And so the people who won, they bought a bunch of stuff and then they all gather up in like a conference room and that had a bunch of MTV awards in the back, which was interesting. I don't know who they were for, but they weren't for Stray Kids. But so they gather up together, and then they basically wanted to put on a show of like each of the people who were in the group that lost will have to put on some performance, some talent, and whoever does it the best, or whoever they like the best, will get to partake of the food that was purchased by the team that had more money, because everybody else got like Felix got a single boiled egg, and Hyunjin got a pudding. I really couldn't tell what Han got. He had a large box of something, but I have no idea what he bought. And then who else? Oh, Sungmin was on their team. I didn't see what Sungmin had either. But they all decided. It seemed like because Han went first, they just kind of went with his theme, which was doing their part in District 9, but as cute as possible. And everybody mocked. I think that Han did a really good job. I think he did a really good job at getting that across. But I think purposefully the members were like, nope, not entertaining. That wasn't very good at all.
Yeah.
Felix just kind of yelled at as high a pitch as he possibly could.
He was like, my deep voice can't do it, so this will be my talent.
Right.
And then it was just like bad.
Yeah. Although he still got 2 votes, so I don't know. They thought it was funny, so as long as the entertainment is what mattered to them, I guess it works.
Yeah.
Hyunjin did a cute version of his part, and he also did like some different little quick moves to make his body act out the cuteness as well. And Sungmin started to sing, and then they immediately cut away and didn't show what he did.
Yeah.
So
that's a mystery.
Yeah, that'll be a mystery forever. I don't know.
I don't know if we'll ever know, really.
Will they show it? Will it be in the bonus features or something? There are bonus features sometimes to these shows. So maybe I'll send Jeanette into the depths of V Live to see if she can find it. But Hyunjin won with 3 votes, and got to take a few bites. They really didn't stick to that because it seemed like they were sharing with everyone. They were letting everyone share with each other's food. So it was really ended up being for nothing other than fun. And then as they were doing this, then the production team announces like, hey, so there was like a ramen place that you guys wanted to go while you were out, and so we're gonna go there next. And so they bought all of this instant ramen, and then they're just gonna go eat like actual good ramen from the restaurant.
Right.
It was really funny.
The look. Okay, I don't know if you saw it, but if you need to, go back and rewatch it. The look on Changbin's face is just like total devastation, because he's like, I don't know if he had like opened something or whatever, but everyone else is like getting excited. He's just looking at the camera like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. Then we just get like a quick mukbang. I don't know how to pronounce it. Mukbang? You know what I'm talking about?
What?
Mukbang? Mukbang?
A mukbang. Yeah. We've talked about this before.
Right.
I don't know what it is, but the name, the word itself.
It's just a video of people eating.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, it is like a Korean phenomenon where like I believe that's where like the whole video theme started, of like people. It started just like, usually having like one person sitting in front of a camera and just like eating. So if you were like lonely at home, you could eat with somebody, basically.
Oh, is that what it's about?
Yeah, I mean, that's how it started.
It's not an asthma thing.
Right, yeah, like in the States, like the ones that we typically see, it's a weird like asthma thing, or like a kind of gross fetish thing. I don't know.
Just for anyone wondering, Phil and I know that it's not called asthma.
Right, yes, it's ASMR.
It's ASMR.
It's become a running joke, though. So, might as well stick with it.
We say Asmer. So if you would like to start saying Asmer, you can, and someone questions you about it, you can be like, well, Tom and Phil from the I'll Make a Stay Out of You podcast say it. So
that's right. It's a thing now.
Yeah, it's a thing. So you're welcome.
Yeah.
Also, really quick, hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll explain this to you later, but I'm just gonna give a quick shout out to Gracie.
Gracie?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know who you are, and I'll explain what that means to you later, not when we're recording.
Oh, okay. Shout out.
It's like
Gracie.
Nothing. Don't get your mind out of wherever it is right now.
I'm just saying, what great.
Yeah.
Good. Gracie, you're cool.
Yeah.
I assume.
I hope so. I actually have no idea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So on the second episode that we watched tonight, it was Stray Kids in New York City. They were there for New York K Contact, and they let Felix and Bangchan separate into two groups with some of the members to take them on different tours of New York. And they, of course, wanted to have one of them in each group so that they had somebody to translate English fluently. Sungmin has pretty fluent and perfect English, but there's obviously going to be a lot of colloquial terms that the two of the fluent speakers are going to know probably better than him, even though he speaks very well and understands very well. That's true for anyone who's learning a language. Like if you're not knee deep in it, you're not getting the actual cultural pronunciations and stuff. So anyway, so Bangchan wanted to take his group on basically a food crawl, going through and hitting up a bunch of different food places in New York around Times Square. And Felix's team went on a big giant walk to the Brooklyn Bridge, and this was the other thing that kind of got me again, about how they were going to places where I was like, really? That's where you went? They wanted to have a burger. Woojin was like, I gotta have a burger. I can't wait to have a burger in America. It's gonna be awesome. That was his deal. And so they wanted to have a place where they could go have a burger. And they were like, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. We're in New York. We're gonna get a burger. And they went to Shake Shack. And don't get me wrong, Shake Shack's all right. But it's I don't know. I was just you're gonna go to a chain? you swing by McDonald's too?
No. Okay, listen. Before you start on this, because I knew that you were gonna take this to McDonald's, and as someone,
it's not McDonald's, but anyway, go on.
Listen, as someone who has been to a lot of countries, a plethora of countries, if they have a McDonald's, I'm going.
Sure. No, absolutely.
I'm going to go check out their McDonald's. So, and you know what, where the best McDonald's is? Hands down, the best McDonald's.
Japan.
If you can't get hot and spicy McChicken like you can in America, Spain.
Okay.
Spanish McDonald's slaps. It's bussin'. Okay. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you, no fucking cap. And let me tell you why. Because they have chicken, like wings.
What?
I know you don't eat chicken off the bone, but if you,
I don't eat any meat off the bone, to be fair. So,
but if you like wings, go to McDonald's in Spain. Because they have the best. I don't understand what they do to it. It's insane to me. But it is hands down the best wings I've ever had. And
that's a little strange.
And it was from McDonald's.
That's really strange.
It's so good.
I'm trying to wrap my head around it. I'm like, are they fried like a chicken nugget?
Maybe.
Do they have chicken nuggets? Or?
Yeah, they have chicken. They have
I don't know.
They have the complete the regular menu and everything.
Right.
They also have some Spanish, stuff.
Can you get a wine with your meal at McDonald's?
Not the McDonald's that I went to.
Okay,
I lived really close to McDonald's, so like we would go there every now and then. You know,
sure.
Like once we found out that they had wings, though, like I'd be like, "Babe, you want some McDonald's?" And she'd be like, "Yes." She loves her wings. I mean, I love them too. Like it's great, and you could get this is like excessive, but you could get a wings nugget combo bucket.
Oh my god, gross! I like I like wings, boneless wings, and I like chicken nuggets actually. Like weirdly, like McDonald's chicken nuggets, not by themselves. It's really what I like is sweet and sour sauce. But I digress. The idea of a bucket of wings and chicken nuggets, I feel so grossed out by.
Yeah,
I assume it was good because you ate it, but
I mean, just imagine chicken nugget or like a McNugget, right? But there's also wings in that bucket. So I mean, it's not like you're eating them together. You're just eating them.
Are they sauced or is
no?
it just...
That's the thing. That's what's crazy about it. They're not sauced. They're just wings. They're just like they take some fucking chicken and they cook it in some special way. I don't know what they do to it. Maybe they just fucking put it in the fryer like they do everything else, you know. But like, no, they're just so good. No, you don't get sauce with them. I mean, I guess you could order sauce and like dip them and shit, but like, no, you just eat them plain and they're so fucking good.
Wow.
They're tiny.
All right. TIL. If I ever go to Spain, I will look for a McDonald's, I guess.
Yeah. See if they have chicken wings.
I don't know. I just thought you're in New York. I imagine, I mean, Shake Shack is good. Milkshakes are good.
Yeah.
And I bet they got a really good experience. And for all I know, right, like maybe it was sponsored by Shake Shack, although it definitely wasn't because they had to blur out the name.
Right.
They did a shitty job of it, so I still knew it was Shake Shack. But, you know.
What were they calling it? The shaky burger?
Oh yeah, shaky burger, something like that. Yeah,
they kept. I didn't know that it was Shake Shack.
Yeah, it was Shake Shack
when they were describing it because I'm like, what are they talking about? I mean, I realized
I felt
when
like
they got there, but like
I had assumed that it was, and then when they actually arrived and they showed like the sign and it was blurred out, and I'm like, I can still read that. That just still says Shake Shack. It's just blurry Shake Shack.
Yeah.
So I don't know it. You know, it's fine. They enjoyed it. It reminded me of like when I was in college and we had exchange students from Japan, and like the place that they wanted to go, like, and we were in the small town in East Texas, so like not a lot of American stuff to do, I guess.
Yeah.
But they were just like, we want to go to Walmart, and we were like, okay, and they were like, we spent a bunch of time looking at makeup. Because there's tons of it at Walmart, and they were just like buying a bunch. They like grabbed a bunch. They were like, "We gotta get this makeup. It's cheap, and there's tons of it." And I'm like, "Okay." And then we hitchhiked home. So
what?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, not like hitchhiked, but like, you know, we're talking small town East Texas. It's just a college town, and we literally were like, it was me and I don't know, 4 other people. This was never my decision. You know me. I would never be the one to be like, hey, can we ride in the back of your truck to campus? Are you going towards campus?
That's not you at all.
That is not me. I'm not that guy.
That's the exact opposite of you.
Yeah, but somebody else did, and I just went along with it.
Even if that situation were to present itself as an individual, you'd still be like, I'm going to just walk. It's 50 miles, but I'll walk.
It probably wasn't 15 miles. So there's like a bus that goes from campus to Walmart, and so we just took the bus, right? Because there was like too many of us to all fit in one car. But I don't know if we got done late or early, but it wasn't ready to take us back to campus. And so we just like we're out in the parking lot, and one of the girls that I was with was just like saw a dude with a truck and was like, "Hey, are you going by campus?" And they were like, "Yeah, I'm driving by there." And she was just like, "Can we ride in the back of your truck?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure, climb in." And we just like hopped in his truck, and he drove us by campus, and then like stopped, and we hopped out, and we were like, "Thanks." And that was it. Like,
nice.
It was So that's an experience that they probably can't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
But Walmart, I was like, okay, but it is a normal thing, and like,
yeah,
that was obviously a long time ago, but like now I have like family in Japan, and that's the kind of stuff that they like to have. They want like, you know, like Disney shirts and stuff from Target. Like,
right.
Those are the things that they want Jeanette's mom to like send them.
I think it's just it's something that like we take for granted. Or it's just like a normal part of our life that we don't, but it's so foreign to other places. Mm-hmm. I mean, take sushi as an example. I feel like a lot of people are going to want to go to Japan just to eat sushi. But like we discussed in the last episode, a lot of people, like most people in Japan, are like, whatever. It's like finger food. What the fuck? It's not special. You know,
right? Yeah,
but people go there.
Japanese people love their food, but yeah, absolutely. Like that's you could just go and there's like conveyor belt sushi and stuff. Like, and you just go and sit at a bar and they'll slide you some, and you're like, yeah, that one looks good, and you snag it.
Yeah,
we have one of those places in Austin now.
I'm sure really there's plenty of things in both Korea and Japan that are like totally normal everyday things that people don't even realize are like anything special, but foreigners go there and are like, I want to do this.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't like fried chicken very much because most of the time it's on the bone, right?
Yeah.
But if I was in Korea, if I went to Korea, one of the things that would be on my itinerary is I want to go to Han River and have fried chicken delivered to us at Han River, and just like eat some fucking fried chicken at Han River. Because like, man, like how awesome! Like I want to find the tree that they were sitting under when the kiss happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be amazing. Anyway, so they ate their Shake Shack and then started wandering more into the city. They walked across the Brooklyn Bridge, and I think they headed right into Central Park, and that's where their saga ended. Back on the Bangchan side, they ate an entire lobster between the group of them. And I know we're spending entirely too much time talking about the things that I don't eat in this episode.
Did you audibly say something like gross or something like that?
Yes. Okay. Oh my god, I was like audibly like going like oh my god. Gross.
You don't like lobster? You've never, or is it
I
just
would not eat lobster. Yeah, no? It's an insect of the sea. I have no interest. Look at all those legs. It's just like crabs, right?
And when,
it's just
who was it that was like
inside.
The intestines are the best part, and they just fucking slurped it down, and I'm just like,
I had to look away. I was like, I cannot watch this.
I like lobster, but I would not do that. I mean, but he seemed to really enjoy it, so maybe I'm missing out. Maybe next time I have lobster, I got to try that. You know.
But I mean, even really like when Hyunjin broke that claw open and got that giant piece of claw meat out to eat, it was just so gross to me. And that's less to Hyunjin and all of them eating this thing, but it's more because like one of the only mukbang videos that I had seen that really grossed me out was a lady eating a bunch of seafood, and it was on the H3's video about mukbang that I cannot watch.
Yeah.
I watched like the first like 3 minutes and I was like, I'm out. I can't watch this. It's like 50 minutes long. I am not watching this video. It was so gross. It was a much bigger lobster than what they had. I'll say that. Like as big as her head. The claw was as big as her head.
Jesus.
So, yeah, it was disgusting. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I'm already primed to not like lobster, but yeah, talking about eating the intestines and stuff, yeah, I had to look away for a huge portion of that. I'm glad that they enjoyed it and had a good time.
Yeah.
So good for them. They also got. They went and got gelato, which like blew their minds, trying all the different flavors of gelato.
Yeah, they're like, whoa, it tastes like strawberries. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's strawberry.
Of course it does.
Strawberry gelato. What are you talking about? Oh, it was great. And Hyunjin had the banana one, and I love it. Like that, it was just such a good scene, such an innocent scene of them being like, "Try the banana one. It tastes just like eating a banana." Like, yeah, of course it does. What do you mean? It's banana. Like, yeah. Oh, they also had tacos. They went to a taco place, so it was just pounding food.
Yeah,
and then stopping every once in a while to.
They were doing it smart though. They were like having little portions at each spot. You know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like individually, obviously they ate a whole lobster, but like individually they didn't really have that much.
Yeah, and they each had they got I don't know 4 tacos from the taco stand, and they all shared those. So
man, I went on a cruise one time, and lobster was on the menu, and
yeah,
you know, you can pick you can just decide you can pick like the individual things that you want, but you can just keep. I mean, like they'll give you it presents it in a way where like you have to choose one. But what I mean is you can just be like, bring me the whole menu. You know.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But
so
beyond
it's like CC's Pizza.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Are there CC's Pizzas outside of Texas or even Austin?
I know they're in Arkansas.
Is that a universe? Okay, good. All right.
Well, actually, no. I have ordered CC's here in Florida. So.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's much bigger than I assumed.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
I wouldn't say that CC's is necessarily good pizza, but they do have good dessert pizzas. The dessert pizzas are.
Yeah, I mean, I used to go there as a kid or a teenager, I guess, and I would, I'd get there first thing, put in an order for Alfredo pizza,
right,
and then after my pizza came out, immediately order a dessert pizza. So I did. It's a buffet where like you're supposed to go through and grab like one slice of pizza, like, I'll try a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And I'm like, no, I want one whole pizza for me and then one whole dessert pizza for me.
Yeah.
But I want to pay the buffet price.
Honestly, CC's like the concept behind it is fucking awesome because it's a buffet, but you can just, if you're not, I'm explaining, obviously you and I know, right? I'm explaining this to anybody who's not been to CC's. Right, CC's is great. It's a buffet, but it's a pizza joint, but it's a buffet, and so they have like I guess a pre-made menu that they'll just put out automatically. But you can just walk up to the counter and be like, "Hey man, can you make me like a buffalo chicken pizza?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And then he'll just go or he'll tell the fucking guy in the back to make a buffalo chicken pizza, and then they'll put that out like on the buffet for you. And you can good. But because it's a buffet, you pay buffet price, like you pay one price to eat as much as you want. I gotta speak.
Bless you.
Thank you. And then you're just like, yeah, man, give me a fucking cinnamon pizza,
Cinnamon pizza.
Like cinnamon sticks, but in pizza form.
Right. Mm-hmm. Got it.
Yeah. They have an apple pie pizza, I think. They've got, I don't know. Anyway, the whole idea of it is great. I just wish their pizza were actually good.
Yeah. Yep. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense to me. So yeah, well, most of the ones that were around us closed down. So, and that was before a pandemic hit. So who knows? But I used to go there, have some pizza, play their arcade machines. Good times. So I'm glad that, Stray Kids were having fun too. So yeah, it's good. Good for them.
Totally.
Yeah, totally.
What are we talking about? What else happened?
Bangchan was on a food crawl.
Yeah, right now.
Oh, before Felix's team, I should mention, I mean, it's not that important, but before they went across the Brooklyn Bridge, they did also get some ice creams. So, because it was hot. So
yeah, they did get ice cream.
They also took a picture in front of the Brooklyn Bridge, which was cool and cute. So I know. So it was,
one thing that really got me for this whole thing was that this was kind of like sprung on them as like, oh, you get a free tour, you know?
Right, yeah.
And they were so excited about it, which got me thinking, like, what is their like how strict and controlled is their like day-to-day
well, extremely strict
by the company, you know?
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why Bang-chan had to sneak out of the dorms, you know, when he wanted to go and have fun with Bam Bam from GOT7.
Oh, I see.
Everything. Yeah. I'm sure they have a full schedule. And even when they're abroad and doing K-Contact, I imagine that they have rehearsals. They probably have set up promotional things where they're going to go to like MTV or, you know, whatever other, outlets are covering K-pop news, and they'll do quick interviews or trivia things. There's lots of these things out there. Like I've seen a bunch of them where they'll like ask them, do like Q&As. Sometimes they'll do a fan meet event. Like I'm sure that they make sure that the schedule is packed tight. And so having any free time seems unlikely. Yeah. Maybe they might get a little bit, but yeah, I imagine their schedules must be pretty strict. It would be interesting if they ever publish like what a day looks like for them when they're either abroad or at home, just to kind of see like what they're up to. But I already know that that Bang-chan will be up till like 4 a.m., you know, and we know that from the survival show. I mean, they talk about it a lot, but like, you know, there have been times where things have been rather eventful for Stray Kids, and you know, Bang-chan does his Chan's Room every Sunday on VLive, which is just a live stream where he just talks about ongoing stuff with Stray Kids. He might like respond to some comments in the chat, and then he'll usually have a playlist that he wants to listen to, and he'll like make a playlist and play it for Stay, and then he gives everyone a hug and leaves. And I've seen him go live as late as like, I don't know, it must have been like 3 or 4 a.m. Korean time.
Jesus.
Rather than just like going to bed and just being like, sorry, I was working really hard. Like he still has showed up.
Yeah.
So, you know,
that's crazy.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah, he's a busy guy, and not everybody is like that. I actually love that. Like, when you have this many members, like the personalities are going to be so different. And I think that in this video, it was Hyunjin and IN were in a room and like hadn't woken up. They were both just still in bed.
Yeah,
like. They were going around to tell everyone that they were going to get free time around in New York, and instead they were just like, I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
Which is pretty funny. So, you know, Bang-chan's up all night, all the time, but everybody else is sleeping. I assume that, like, I think from my experience that Changbin and Felix and maybe Sungmin, along with Bang-chan, are all up all night as well, all the time. So
yeah,
yep. Anyway, you know what was interesting? I'll pitch this to you live.
Okay.
Jeanette had an idea to quiz you on members' names. I think you're already going to be pretty good at it. To be fair, I think that like you like looking at their pictures and then being like, okay, that's that. I think you'd already be pretty good at it.
No, I would be terrible. I was thinking.
So?
I honestly was thinking about this while we were watching the show. I was like, I'm really gonna need to get to a point. Okay, now I'll tell you where my head was at and why I was thinking this, because they were in New York and they were walking around the streets and like anybody could bump into them, and I thought to myself, what if I was there and like bumped into them? Would I recognize them? And I was like, okay. So then I started thinking, well, I'd recognize Bang-chan, I'd recognize Changbin, I'd recognize Woojin, I'd recognize Felix.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
And there you go.
Oh, no. Okay,
those are my 4.
Okay. Well, maybe it is a game that we need to play. I guess my only thought about it is that I don't know how to do that in a format that works for a podcast that is not visual.
Yeah. Yeah.
I may okay. This is totally going to create more work for me, but what we could do is I could send it send a picture to you in Discord. You can deliberate about who you think it is, and then in the edit I will edit in a little clip of me being like, the answer is Felix.
Okay, no, yeah, I like this.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe I'll prep that for our next episode. I'll let Jeanette know that she's had a wonderful idea and good influence.
Yeah.
So
yeah. It'll be good. Cause I do. Yeah. I want to learn. I want to be able to put a name to the face on all of them.
Yeah. I mean, we can't say that you're a stay if you don't know all the members' names.
Right. Exactly.
By their face. So it's part
now
of
here
of the whole
is
idea.
the question though.
Okay,
are we as true stays, as true people? Yeah. When I say true stay, I mean, because we've done it. We've been doing the content how it's supposed to be done, and that is chronologically. We've been there from day one, theoretically. You know?
Yeah, in spirit.
Right.
Yeah.
Not actually, not like in our timeline, but in our timeline. We've been there from day one.
Absolutely.
So are we using their new names, like Ian versus whatever the fuck Ian's original name was?
Jongin.
Yeah. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense. I feel like we can transition to using their stage names, mostly because the fandom still tends to use their actual names and not the stage names.
Right. Just like me and Dwayne are on first name basis.
Right, exactly. You and Mr. The Rock.
Mr. Right,
Johnson.
Yeah.
But in the actual episodes that we're watching, like, you know, they're calling each other by like their stage names most of the time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just I feel like it could go either way, and I feel like I will still use them interchangeably, because I still call Minho to Jeanette after she has just literally said a sentence to me calling him not Minho. What's his stage? Lino. Jesus Christ. Now, that's not me forgetting him or his name or who he is.
Yeah.
That's just my brain on children.
Right.
So it just does that sometimes.
Yeah. This is your brain on LSD.
Yeah, this is your brain being a parent and not sleeping. Don't do that. I mean, be a parent, but sleep more.
Get rid of it.
Be a parent. Be a parent.
I've been watching a lot of TikToks lately, and there's this. Don't
watch too many, because like Stray Kids just had an extremely viral TikTok.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. So you're saying, do they have like an official TikTok account?
They do.
Okay, well then I'll know to just skip on by it. Okay, don't worry.
Okay, are you gonna see it when it comes up?
I don't know, because my For You page, which is like the homepage for, you know, it's like their feed, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything K-pop related, so.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's.
I get a lot of gaming stuff and streaming and stuff like that. So.
Let me just
probably because those are anyway. What I was saying is there is an account on there called Be a Man, I think, and it's just like, hold on, let me see if I can pull one up.
While you pull it up,
yeah,
the TikTok that went viral, I just pulled it up on my phone, so I turned my volume all the way down. Has 9.5 million likes.
Oh my god. Yeah. That hasn't come across my my page yet. Am I not following this person? I guess not. I might have it in my saved in my likes though. But oh my god, they're so funny, cuz this guy this guy will just like say something like complete not. Oh yeah, here's one. Go to the hospital. Die. Yeah. This one is don't go to the hospital. Die. Be a man.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a little too accurate, honestly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we talked a lot about the 9th today. We're going to prep a whole new segment for the next episode that we record, which may be tomorrow when we record it. Who knows?
Could be.
Or maybe I'll want to do the main story quest and we'll do it on Thursday.
I need to get back into MSQ as well.
It's so good. Oh my God. I'm really enjoying where we are right now because like we were doing this part and a song came on and I was like, man, I recognize like a new character joined the story and I was like the song that was playing when he was talking and stuff, I was like, man, I recognize that song. That song sounds really familiar. And in my mind I thought like it sounds like Cyan's theme from Final Fantasy VI. And so I like literally like didn't click to the next dialogue so that he wouldn't talk and it would just play the music. And I like put my phone up to it and I was like, what is this song? And Siri was like, this is Cyan's theme. And I was like, oh my God, it's the greatest game ever made. So I'm a little excited about continuing.
How do you...
And we only have like 40.
How many times have you played through Final Fantasy VI?
Over the course of my entire life?
Yeah.
3 or 4, maybe?
That does not seem like... Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess.
I've finished it, but I've finished it, I think, 3 or 4 times. That sounds right.
Like, I could pick out some Metal Gear music, like, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
But I've also played the shit out of that series, so...
Yeah, it's hard to play Final Fantasy games that many times because they're
so rich.
30 to 50 hours long.
Right.
You know, like that's a commitment that you're making.
Yeah.
And you can't be playing Final Fantasy 14 while you're playing a 100-hour RPG. But I'm about to. Well, it's not 100 hours. It's probably like a 30, 40. But at the end of this week, Tales of Arise is coming out for PS5, so I'll be playing that a little bit from time to time.
Yeah.
Gonna be good. But it's just hard to like, even when I do get the itch to go back and play Final Fantasy VI because it's my favorite game. And well, Suikoden 2 is my favorite game, but I just don't. It's harder to get into for me because even though I'm not like a completionist, there are like characters that you can miss if you don't get to a certain point in the game within a certain amount of time from starting the game. So like that stress is always at the back of my mind when I start Suikoden 2 instead of just enjoying the game as it is. I'm just like, I have to get all the characters.
Yeah.
So a game like Final Fantasy VI is easier for me to get into. And obviously I played it first because it was on Super Nintendo. Came out in the US as Final Fantasy 3, even though it was 6.
Yeah.
And it's a really good game. So have you played it?
Final Fantasy 6?
Yeah.
No, never once.
Really?
Yeah.
What about 4? Have you played Final Fantasy 4?
Nope. I'll tell you which ones I have played.
Okay, yeah, I think maybe that's faster.
Yeah, that's a shorter list. I've played 9. No, I've played 8.
Okay.
9, 10, 10-2.
Oh.
12. Loved 12.
Yeah, 12 was good.
Oh,
12 was really good.
So good.
I beat that one recently. Well, I say recently. Recently for me is now like within like 3 years.
I played a lot of 10-2, but 12 really sold it for me. I was like, okay, Final Fantasy games, they fuck.
They do. They do. They definitely do.
I have played, but like never really got too far into 13, the original.
Yeah.
Not any of the other, extra 13 stories.
13 is interesting because I had started it when it first came out and I just kind of like stalled out, but that happens to me with lots of games. It was because I particularly disliked it or anything.
Yeah.
I think it was literally just that like there was this one part that I had a hard time getting past. And I finally like went back, did some grinding for like a very short amount of time, and just continued on. And I actually really enjoyed it. I thought the battle system worked well. And I don't know if it was just like that, like it just vibed better after having not played it for a long time. But I actually liked it. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is pretty good. Like, I enjoyed it. So, I don't know. It is a series of beautiful hallways because it's not that open, really, until it has one open zone, and that's it. But, I don't know, like, for what it is, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But continue. I think there's at least one more game on that list, right?
Obviously, 15 is on the list.
Right, yeah, okay. That's the one. It's like, you played 15.
And obviously, again, 14 is on that list. So
yeah, right.
I've played 8, 9, 10, 10 2, 12.
13. Yeah, 12.
12 13. For sure. A little bit of 13, 14, and 15.
Yeah. Okay.
So pretty much 7. I will play 7 though because of the
have you not played the remake?
No,
Final Fantasy VII remake?
I have it. So I've played a little bit of it. I've played a little bit of the remake. I've not gone too far. Because
you've got to play and beat it. It's so good.
Here's the thing. It's on my PlayStation. And you know where my PlayStation is?
Downstairs.
Downstairs.
Oh, no.
And you know where I like to be?
Wait, what?
What?
Are you telling... Do you have the PS app on your computer?
I suppose I could. Why? What does that do?
It allows you to remote play your PS4 games on your PC.
What?
Yeah. I played through Dark Souls 3 completely, start to finish.
Can I add that as a source in OBS?
Absolutely.
What the fuck? Why are you just now telling me about this? What the fuck? Are you shit? Okay, all right, hold on. What is this? PS app?
Yeah, let me open up my my little folder here.
Do you get it from the Microsoft Store or just like Google it? PS app.
Yeah, it's like the PlayStation app.
PlayStationapp.net. PlayStation PC. I'll just do that.
Yeah.
PS Now on PC. Stream.
No, not that.
No.
PS Now is their like streaming service.
PlayStation app PC. PS Now on PC. No, that's not what I want.
No, PS Remote Play. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Okay. PS Remote Play. So, what does it have to be on the same network or something?
No.
I don't understand.
If you have port forwarding and stuff, you can be remote. Like you can be on a different network, and it'll turn on your PS4 and at home and launch into it, and then you can like play games from wherever.
Okay.
And when I first tried it, it didn't work great, but if you're on a local network, it does work so well.
Fuck, I gotta remember my PlayStation ID. Wait. This will be easy. I can just go to my Gmail and find out which one has emails from PlayStation.
Yeah. Or it's not an email, maybe.
I've
used
it
with my PS5. I played Returnal in the office, because I can't play adult games when the kids are awake. But I could if I was in the office working, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And between while waiting for files to download or whatever, I could just fire up and just run a level or something in whatever game I'm playing. So yeah, it works great on the local network. Works okay outside the local network and doesn't work at all if I'm at work. Because I had tried it a few times, and there were times it worked where I was able to play Dark Souls 3 at work, and that was cool. But eventually, they started throttling. Our IT department was just they didn't say anything, but suddenly I wasn't able to do it anymore. So just gonna make the assumption, leap in logic.
Yeah. That's probably a good assumption.
Yep. Did you get signed in?
I'm doing it. I'm about to click the download button. Yeah, I want this. Give it to me. Download. Keep. Yeah. Bro, I'm about to have PlayStation on my PC. I think I'm going to need to bring a controller up here, though.
Yeah, just grab a DualShock 4, plug it into that USB, it's read automatically, and you're off. It's really great.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
This is amazing. Why did I not know about this?
I don't know. I originally got the PlayStation TV because one of the features was that you'd be able to play PS4 games on the PS TV. So I could resume playing games in my bedroom rather than having to play them in the living room.
Yeah.
But then it worked terribly because it wasn't compatible with the DualShock 4. It was only compatible with the DualShock 3, which means there was no touchpad. So any game that used the touchpad as a button, you really couldn't play. So worthless. But on PC, it is compatible because you just have your drivers on your computer that work. So yeah, it's great.
Jesus.
I know.
Well, all right.
So anyway, Stray Kids is cool, and we'll see you on the next episode where we finish season 2 of the 9th. Finally. Oh, you know what?
Tell me.
Oh my God. We're over an hour already, but we also watched the first 2 SKZ players. What'd you think of those? What'd you think of the dance video?
Yeah, I mean, the dance was cool. It did not start... Okay, so it started a little weird. And when I say weird, I don't mean bad. I just mean, like, not what I was expecting. But then it definitely, like, gets into that Stray Kids vibe, you know?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And then I liked that.
Yeah, the other video we watched was a 3 Racha rap. What'd you think of that one?
Yeah.
They were in their zone.
It was very 3 Racha-y.
Yes.
Yeah, it was good.
3 Racha-rific.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great. That was meant to be like the icing on the cake because I know that sometimes that the 9th is fun, but you know, you can drag a little bit just because you're just watching them do stuff instead of like there being stakes, because there's no stakes in the 9th. It's just like, yeah, we're just hanging out. We're doing stuff that's fun and funny, but no stakes. Except for, you know, what you get at the convenience store.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, there. See, we did it. We talked about the thing that we watched instead of having to bring it up tomorrow. So now I don't have to worry about it, and I'm happy.
I am going to slap a reminder in our Discord right now.
Okay.
Rewatch episode 1 to find the spoiler. Okay.
I'll do it.
Yeah. Do it.
And then next episode we'll also I'll prep the old let's see if Tom can remember who the members are.
Yeah. All right. I'm ready. One more shout out before we go.
Sure.
Callie, I don't know if you started listening again, because the episode where I call you out isn't out yet, so I won't even know if you're up to that point when I'm saying this now, because it was literally like 2 days ago. But you better be listening, and you better be getting those Australian numbers up. All right. Anyway.
It should be out tomorrow. So
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there you
go.
If
you want to date this episode, you can look at episode 18 and then rewind 1 day. Rewind?
Wait,
count back?
fast forward.
No, it's coming out tomorrow. So we're recording this a day before.
Yeah, but you would know when we say it's coming out tomorrow, then you'll see what day it is. Oh, yeah, I guess, right. And then rewind 1 day. That's when we talked about the thing that'll happen tomorrow. That's just
how we say it now. Rewind 1 day, not count back 1 day.
Rewind a day. For any of you, what generation are we on these days? Like, what is the new generation called?
Like the current gen of K-pop?
No. Like,
Zoomers?
Zoomers. If you're a Zoomer, rewind is the function.
You're right. No, you're right. Please explain what rewind is. You still rewind things, but
you rewind it. You rewind it, but the actual really the literal meaning of rewinding is gone. We don't do that anymore.
You're right. We don't. Oh my God, you're right.
There's
no winding.
There's no winding or reeing of the wind to do.
Oh my God. Well, on that note, I'm fucking old and I'm going to go to bed. So I considered as recently as a week ago buying a VHS tape of a movie that I liked from Blockbuster. So I don't know how to share that experience with a Zoomer. Okay, bye everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.